Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're doing something really special. We're heading up to Langar Airfield, which is up north from me, about 4 hours away, but we're going to be covering the Big Up the Kids Fun Fly event 2024, which has been designed by Dan to encourage more youth flyers into our hobby. Let's go. And we have arrived. Langar Model Aircraft Club. And there's already loads of people here, which is absolutely great. Hey guys, I'm with Gary, who's the chairman of Langar Model Aircraft Club, and we're just going to have a quick chat about the club, some of the history, and also about this amazing event. Hey Gary, how are you doing?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Awesome. So tell me about the club.
So Langar Model Aircraft Club, it's been here many years. I'm afraid I don't know the exact number, but it's a well-established club. I became chairman back in January, and we've just tried to make the site go from strength to strength, really building on what we had before.
Yeah, and it really is an awesome site, guys. You would have seen it from the video footage so far, if not coming up soon. But just from my point of view, I thought I've got a good flying site, which I have. But coming here, you know, there's a club hut which we're in right now with a shelter. There's electricity in there. There's male and female toilets as well, and there's also amazing camping facilities, which is a great add-on to it.
Yeah, we've got some really great members. We've got a couple of guys who really go the extra mile. They come cut the grass every week, and you know, they really keep the place in tip-top condition. So it's a massive thanks to our members really as well. And we've got a nice tarmac flying site, which is a bit unique. It's not always in the best of conditions, so it needs a bit of maintenance. And again, we've got a great handful of members who will come down and regularly help that and spray it with weed killer and things like that. So it just keeps the place nice.
Yeah, it is good. So I just want to do a massive shout out to all the members as well of Langar, and also to Gary. Say a massive thank you for letting us hold the event here this weekend, which we'll talk about now. So Big Up the Kids. I've said this so many times this weekend, but Big Up the Kids Fun Fly 2024. What's it mean to you in the club?
So this was obviously started by Dan Hampson, having far too much time on his hands, driving back from an event in Pro Wing in Spain. Gives me a shout and says, "Guys, I've got this idea." And we're like, "All right, okay, I think we need to have a beer over this one and have a chat about it." So he kept calling it this Kids Fun Fly, and we're like, well, we need a better name than that.
Yeah.
So it was actually me who came up with the name. I was like, surely it needs to be something like Big Up the Kids.
Yeah.
And it's kind of snowballed from there, and that kind of just stuck. So yeah, and then the rest of it really is down to Dan's enthusiasm to drive all that, and then we just said, yeah, we'd be happy to host the event. It makes it very easy here. We've got, as you say, we've got these great facilities, so it's really easy for us to put on an event at very minimal cost. So we managed to keep the whole event, you know, really almost close to zero on cost. So it just makes it a no-brainer.
Yeah, it really has been a no-brainer. I think, you know, there's 20 youth flyers here today, which is absolutely brilliant. All different ages. I think our youngest flyer, 5 years of age.
So I think we've got 5 to 17. We've got people who have taken their A's or are taking their A's. We've had people doing their B's. We had a club member come down on Thursday night. He did his A and he passed that as well. So it's been really good because we've got all these examiners here. We've got all this knowledge here. So it's just really great to share that.
Yeah, it's absolutely awesome. So obviously one of the things we're doing and why we're socialising this is to encourage people into our hobby. You know, I actually love this hobby. We spoke about that earlier on, and the more people we can encourage into it, especially the youth that we encourage into it, the more the hobby will go on and it will grow. So what advice could you possibly give to other clubs to help do a similar thing and to encourage young members into the hobby?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, so young members in the hobby is what it's all about. There's so many clubs which are really going to die with the clubs if they don't get some new blood into the hobby, and that's what it's all about. We've got around about 8 or 10 young members in the club. But we've been lucky enough to be part of the teammates at Aerosports who've supported this event. My lad got flying at an early age, and then he got pulled into that club, into that flying organisation when he was like 14, supported some of the shows. But we've had so much help along the way. It's been absolutely amazing to get all that help, support from really knowledgeable people. It saved us a lot of money because we didn't make all those mistakes. And I think one of the things that Dan identified was that a lot of the kids who were getting into the show flying and things like that, they weren't always able to pull on that knowledge. And part of this was to share some of that knowledge and just to try and get the kids together, let them make bonds themselves. And last night was brilliant. Like midnight last night, the guys were out on the flying site there. just having fun, chilling out together, and just having a great time. So, you know, what club wouldn't want to do that and wouldn't want to encourage, you know, new members into there? And as far as setting it up, you know, it doesn't have to be as big as this. It could just be you know, let's just get all the kids from the club down. Let's just have a fun fly on a Sunday afternoon or something like that.
Yeah, that's a good point as well, isn't it? 'Cause obviously, we've been incredibly lucky here. It's been very well organised. A lot of effort's gone into it. And we've had loads of sponsors support it. So it looks like a really big event, and it has been very, very successful. But you can start really small. You can just start by going out to your local community, your local village, you know, and talking to the locals there, and putting out some flyers, see if there's some interest in getting new people into the hobby. Then doing an event out there. Just start off with a barbecue, invite barbecues. That's what I'll be doing at my club later on in September. I've got all my local villagers coming up with their children as well to have a nice friendly barbecue, which is doing a flying display for them. So it can be different scales of it, but this has been really good. So I'd like to thank you again for putting it on, and thank you to the club as well.
No problem.
And let's go see some flying. Cheers, Gary.
Cheers.
Well, firstly, thanks a lot for coming. You know, this whole thing is about trying to get more youth into the hobby, and hopefully this weekend, with all the social media that's going on, we try and encourage a little bit more, maybe inspire a few parents to say, oh, bring the kids in. Don't know, but we'll see. We can only but try, can't we?
Understand you're actually a competition pilot as well now. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I was in Spain last weekend competing at SXFC, which was an amazing experience to be at. And yeah, I've been competing at Freestyle Masters in the UK for the last few years, and now going to start IMAC next year. So
Brilliant.
it's not going to quiet down. Yeah, I think a lot of them are going to win out there.
Nice flight, Alfie. You've got time for a very quick chat?
Yeah.
So when did you start flying? What age were you?
3.5 years ago, so I was 13.
Started flying at 13, you've been flying for 3.5 years.
Yeah.
That's no
And
time
I
at all,
got
really.
into it because basically my dad used to fly for Ripmax back in like late 90s, early 2000s, and he stopped. And then we moved house one time, and he was like, oh, we could fly a plane in the garden. So me and my brother decided to get a plane, and we started flying, and my brother gave up, and then I'm the only one that kept going.
Awesome. So literally your dad was a Ripmax pilot, and just a few years ago, really, short time at all. So, and what type of aircraft do you fly?
Mostly 3D, but I can fly jets and warbirds, but I mostly like 3D models.
Awesome. So a bit of a variety there as well. So just thinking 3.5 years ago, what type of model did you start with? So any advice to people who want to get into it?
Watt 4 actually.
Okay, so yeah, so a real classic Chris Foss Watt 4 design,
Really easy
foamy.
to learn. Yeah, foam one.
Yeah, so foam aircrafts are a great way to fly. Alfie, thanks for the chat. I look forward to the rest of your flights. Cheers.
Thanks.
Well, there's some there, look. There you go, they're all coming out now, you'll see them all popping out. They should.
Awesome, that was a really nice flight. So how long have you been flying for?
I think about 4 years now.
About 4 years, and do you mind me asking how old you are?
I'm 13 now.
You're 13, so you started flying roughly at 9 years of age. And what got you excited about the hobby? What made you want to try flying?
I think I just saw loads of videos online and it looked really cool.
Excellent, I hope that was some of my videos. Brilliant, and what are you flying today? So tell me about your plane.
This is a Extreme Flight Extra 91 inch.
Extreme Flight Extra 91 inch. Yeah, we know the Extreme Flight kits. And what's running in it? What engine?
DA70 and Savox 1270s.
So it's a DA76, it's the DA70, sorry, and Savox 1270. Sorry, just repeating that because there was a loud plane went past us. Absolutely brilliant. And are you planning to compete, or do you compete at all, or just flying for fun at the moment?
Yeah, I've done a few IMAC competitions so far.
Awesome. Brilliant. That's another person in IMAC as well. So guys, IMAC is a discipline which is based on full-size flying, I believe.
Yeah.
Excellent. And there's various competitions around the UK.
Yeah.
I'll cut that bit out. Great, thanks. Well, enjoy the rest of the event, and thank you for letting me film your flight. Cheers.
On the phone, they've gone straight.
So guys, I'm here with Alex. Alex, so how long have you been flying for roughly?
About 8 or 9 years, I think.
About 8 or 9 years, and don't mind me asking how old you are?
17.
17 years of age. And just talk, actually I'm just going to show everybody your model first, and then we'll have a chat about it. So this is the model that Alex is going to be flying today. It looks absolutely beautiful. Hopefully that's coming through on video. It looks like it's got vector thrust as well. Let's go and find out a bit more about it. And sorry about the background noise, we're obviously at the live event. So tell me about your model, Alex.
So it's an aviation jet Dassault Rafale C. It's got a JetCat P200SX, so it's about 234 newtons of thrust. McGregor servos throughout.
Sounds like a lot of thrust.
Yeah, it's perfect for when you go into the high alpha and then just punch out because it's got more than a 1-to-1 power to weight ratio.
Brilliant.
This was my jet for the Jet World Masters last year in Italy.
Wow.
It's been painted by Phil Knoll of Ultimate Scale Finishes in the 2021 solar display scheme. Yeah, it's a joy to fly. Oh yeah, Cortex gyro. Don't remember if I said that or not.
No. I mean, I'm quite new to jets, so this is all new to me. But for everybody watching the video, there's basically a lot of equipment in there. And so you obviously compete then as well. Have you been to Jet World Masters?
Yeah. My flying was good. Out of 31, my best place was 17th or 18th, and that was my first scale competition of any kind.
That is really good, guys. I don't know if you heard that. So in the Jet World Masters, there are about 31 places. Alex got to about 17th or 18th on his very first competition, which is just an incredible result. My
static wasn't very good, so in my overall standing came down a lot, but next year I'll be doing it again, going to Qatar to compete again, and next year hopefully I'll do a lot better.
Awesome. Well, we'll look forward to following you. So, Finn, first off, I think, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 12 now.
12. And when did you, what age were you when you started flying?
It was on my birthday when I was 10, I think. So my 10th birthday, I think it was.
And your 10th birthday, and why? Why did you decide to take up this madness, which is our hobby?
It's because my dad's got a present from my granddad. It was like you can get them on Amazon. They're like 2-channel Cubs, have like a motor, like 2 motors, and they just like full powers up, low powers down, like all of that. And that's what got me into it, because I enjoyed flying it, just doing circles and
Awesome.
stuff.
So that's what we call it, like a park flyer?
Yeah.
Brilliant. We'll see if we can get a photograph of that up and put that in this video as well. So you started off on a park flyer at the age of 10. So you've been flying for around 2 years, just over.
Yeah, pretty much.
What happened after the park flyer?
Oh, well, I got another one. Then I ended up, Dad gave me lessons on his old kit built. Wasn't it a 91 4-stroke acro? Or? Yeah, so I had lessons on that. Wasn't the greatest beginner plane. But the only part I remember of learning is when he killed the engine when I was doing a low pass. Do you remember that, Dad?
So the engine cut, did it, or did Dad turn the engine off?
Dad turned it off as I was doing a low pass, so I had to land it.
So it's funny, because the Acrowatt's been around since I started flying.
Yeah.
That's a Chris Fosterfoot design, Acrowatt and the Watt 4. And yeah, we used to fly them back in the day as well.
Hey guys, another one of our sponsors this weekend is AerobatX. And we've got Mandy and Katie as well on the stand. So let's have a quick chat with Katie. And hey, how are you doing today?
Great, thanks, yeah.
Yeah, really good, thanks. So thanks guys for coming down and also sponsoring the event.
Yeah.
Give me a little bit of background on the business.
So it started sort of 2019, end of 2019, when we were still in South Africa, and we moved to England, started up, and we're based sort of around Cheltenham, Greek. Yeah, it's a very family-oriented business. Obviously our sponsor pilots are generally families, sons and dads and that. Yeah. And that's
awesome. And you've got so a few goodies you brought down with you today as well?
Yeah, we have RC factory kits.
Yeah.
We have iLight systems from RC Light Systems.
Yeah.
We have DA GP76. We have Falcon props, Powerbox radio catalogs. We have my dad's Cat 232, few Flex Innovation sets. Yeah.
That's awesome. And I know, I don't understand. I know you fly yourself as well. So tell me about, when did you get into flying, or what age?
I've always been into it. I went to all the events with my dad from tiny, but I've started properly like getting into it myself 1 or 2 years ago. I'm actually going to be taking my A later on today.
Really? Wow, great. Good luck with the A certificate. What a great event to do it at as well.
Yeah,
so yeah, A certificate on the way. So another junior pilot, if I'm mind saying. It's great. Great to see. And what it's probably an obvious question or obvious answer, but what attracts you to it? Was it the business? Was it the pushy parents, or was it?
Probably growing up with my dad doing it, going to all the events. In South Africa, people are very friendly, and I was sort of raised within it. So yeah, I enjoy it. It's sort of a relaxing thing for me. I don't know.
Yeah, something different. Really so basically just being around it all the time, going to all the different events, and at some point you think, I may as well have a go at that myself.
Yeah.
All right, brilliant. Well, thank you very much for your time. Thanks for supporting the event, and good luck with your A certificate later. Cheers, Katie.
Cheers.
We also have Iactive RC supporting this weekend. Thank you very much, sponsoring the event. And they brought a whole load of gear to showcase with them. It was absolutely great to see. And I'm going to have a little sneaky peek while no one's around. And I must admit, I do like this model. This Edge 540 here is looking really good. That's pretty cool. Let's have a little sneak inside. The whole range of different stuff here. Again, aimed at bringing use into the hobby. Got a great little sport fire there on the top. I mean, look at that as well, £42 for just a jet there. That seems like really good value. Love these little Mustangs on the right hand side as well. And going slightly bigger underneath. So just a whole wide range of gear here. We'll come back later on and have a better look. Hey guys, so we're here with Laura from Skydive Langar, who's going to tell us all about skydiving.
Yeah, so we skydive here at Langar Airfield, which we share with all of the remote control aeroplane pilots as well, so we get to see you guys while we're jumping out of our planes. Every year we do just over 50,000 jumps here, which includes people making tandem skydives, so their first ever time jumping out of a plane attached to one of our instructors. We teach thousands of people to learn to skydive with us, and we've got lots of people who come to do it for a hobby as well.
Did you just say 50,000 jumps?
50,000 jumps, yeah.
That is absolutely incredible. And how can people find out more about you?
If you want to find out more, you can go to our website, which is skydivelangar.co.uk, or come on down. We're here open every single day apart from Christmas Day. You can come and see what we're up to.
That's absolutely awesome. So guys, I'll put the link to the website in the description of this video down below, so make sure you check it out. Please click through. It's been very generous of these guys to come and do a display for us today at the Big Upper Kids event, Funfly 2024. Thank you very much, Laura.
Thank you, bye.
We are all just prisoners here of our own devices.
Looking at the curry.